Football League on EA Sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' burner at wide receiver. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Raiders and the Broncos under the lights on Monday night.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, with Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. Throwing on first down. Vogel over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Vogel incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up. Throwing to start the drive. Right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. They go play action here on first down. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. They begin with a run by Davis. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. A first down carry for Davis. And he'll get it inside the 35. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Vogel dancing to his left. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team game over personal protection.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Off the play fake. Curtis rolling to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Up the middle they go. McKee down to about the 22 here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 78 yards.
Well, we know they clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the throwing to start the drive. Vogel. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, Vogel. James has got it, complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Off play action. Vogel. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Throwing to start the drive. Curtis. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Curtis. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Vogel. He finds his man. Complete. That's James. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On second down now, McKee. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. To throw on third down, Curtis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They're going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. To throw on second down, Curtis. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs.
And it'll be intercepted. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And a Bronco deep. Throwing after the interception, Curtis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Curtis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And that is incomplete.
Nice.
On first down, Vogel. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down. Vogel. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Curtis. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, Curtis. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A final shot before break. Curtis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great... They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Off the play fake. Curtis. He finds his man complete. That's Mills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Curtis. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff, and now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. A huge play there for Denver. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Handoff, running left is Davis. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
2nd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they'll begin by running the option. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off play action, Curtis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mills. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw. Curtis. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. McKee. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Looking to throw. Curtis. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, McKee. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On third down, McKee. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Curtis. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Personal foul. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great... Off play action. Curtis. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On first down, McKee. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Curtis. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Let's do it.
Throwing on first down. Vogel. It's caught here by Adams. And That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Operating from the gun, Vogel. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Vogel. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on second down. Vogel. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Vogel. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Second and 2. Back to throw. Vogel. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back. From the gun on third down. Vogel. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
On first down, Vogel. And he's got his man in stride. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff, and now, as with every potential turnover,
Have to review the play.
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking to throw. Vogel. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. They'll run on first down. McKee down to the 42, second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Ready.
Back to throw. That's complete to Davis. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a game. Back to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He's back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a good call there. That brings up fourth. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass complete. It's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw. He's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.